Registration standards are an important part of keeping the disability workforce safe, skilled, professional and of high quality. The Victorian Disability Worker Commission supports the registered disability workforce to meet their obligations under the standards by making it clear what disability workers or practitioners need to do to become registered and making it easier for people to learn about how they can meet the standards. This video provides a summary of setting registration standards for disability workers, which was informed by consultation, the disability worker registration standards and how you can meet them. We consulted with people with disability and their families, disability workers, service providers and peak bodies on the 3 disability worker registration standards, which are criminal history, English language requirements and continuing professional development. We also heard feedback about the Disability Worker Regulation Scheme, including people in the disability sector value worker registration, and registration can increase the quality and safety of services provided to people with disability. We listened and have made changes to make it easier for disability workers to understand and comply with the standards. The revised registration standards take effect at the start of the 2025 to 26 registration period on the 1st of October 2025. The criminal history standard requires a disability worker to undertake a criminal history check to become registered and keep us informed of any changes to your criminal history while you are registered. The standard makes it clear how the board considers criminal history when assessing a registration application. You may still satisfy the criminal history standard if you have criminal history, but the board need to consider and address this. The board accepts a NDIS worker screening check for the purposes of a criminal history check. The English language standard requires a worker to be competent communicating in English and self-declare your English language competency. The standard provides more information on how a disability worker can assess their competency. The standard sets vocational English language as the appropriate level of English language competency. How the board can approve registration where a worker does not meet the English language competency requirements or mainly communicates in a language other than English, such as Auslan. The CPD standard requires a worker to undertake a continuing professional development that is relevant in your practice as a disability worker and complete at least 10 hours of CPD each registration year from 1st of October to 30th of September. The standard provides more guidance on what counts as CPD activities, including compulsory training such as first aid and CPR, pro rata requirement for workers who have been registered less than 1 year. Visit our website vdwc.vic.gov.au for more information on the registration standards, how to apply for disability worker registration and feedback from public consultation. To speak to one of our registration team members, contact them at registration@vdwc.vic.gov.au or on 1800 497 132.